In other news, United States President Joe Biden quietly increasing aid to the Palestinian Authority far beyond what was made public. And just as a new government watchdog report alleging that U.S. aid failed to properly vet Palestinian beneficiaries of American tax dollars. Hannah Rifkin with the story.
The General Accounting Office, or GOA, now recommending strict new measures be put in place for future donations, explaining that from 2015 to 2019, the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, repeatedly failed in its vetting program. Specifically, the report saying that while USAID fully complied with vetting for primary recipients, it did not thoroughly investigate secondary recipients, many of whom are linked to Palestinian terrorism. Now, President Trump, in compliance with U.S. law, cut most funding to the PA over its continued salary payments to terrorists. So this largely reduced the U.S. aid problem. But in reversing Trump-era doctrine, President Biden now quietly increasing funds to the PA to the tune of nearly $100 million. Biden very publicly already launched a $15 million assistance program for COVID relief to the PA. But in a move that received nearly no media attention, the Biden White House also notifying Congress of intentions to spend at least $75 million on the PA to, quote, regain trust and goodwill with Palestinian society. It's unclear, though, if the $15 million in COVID relief is a part of the larger $75 million or in addition to it. What is clear is that this is evidence of a very clear shift in American policy towards the Israel and Palestinian conflict, especially as the U.S. State Department, meanwhile, announcing the lifting of sanctions against ICC investigators. Imposed by President Trump, the economic and visa sanctions targeted ICC Chief Prosecutor Fatou Bensouda and an aide over alleged war crime investigations in Afghanistan, Israel, and the Palestinian territories. Investigations that Israel, at least, condemns as biased.